You have unresolved problems with me, though, it seems like.
That's why I'm getting it now, man.
But it's like I can't. Okay, go ahead.
What is your problem? Why can't you just listen? Okay, so let me get into it then. Ethan Klein, give him a round of applause.
Woo! Thank you.
So I'm going to tell you something, and I'll tell you the problem.
I knew this was going to be a showdown because
there's no showdown. I'm not a gotcha podcast.
It's a showdown, and I'll tell you how I knew is because Bobby did our show recently, and it was a lot of fun. By the way, you came when Oliver Tree was there when we boxed, and it was so much fun having you there. Everybody loved seeing you. It was fantastic. Our fans love you, Bobby, and I love you too. That all being said, when you were visiting, I saw what I thought, was an alarming shaped and sized mole. Okay. Now, as a friend, as someone who cares about you, as someone who could have potentially saved your life, I felt it was my duty to say something to you. And not only that, I showed it to AB. Now, I didn't show it to a doctor. You misrepresented that a little bit when you were ranting about me. I said I showed it to AB. Now,
who the fuck is AB, bro?
He works on our show.
Love him. He's great.
And he was in pre-med. Also, he showed it to a doctor and his family. And they all said he should get it checked out. So I cross-checked it with a few people. And then when I was like, okay, so I should really push this. And I texted, I said, Bobby, you're going to fucking die. I sent the text message. They're like, yo, that's cancerous. Because I wanted to scare you because I really wanted you to go see the dermatologist. And you did.
Okay, can I?
And by the way, when I told this story.
May I?
You said my name.
I know, but you take over.
You said it too early. You said it too early.
Go ahead.
But I just want to say my piece, and then you can go. Because this is a hit piece. I knew this would be.
It's not a hit piece. I don't even know what that means. I'm not that kind of a guy. You know what I mean?
Wait, let me
Normally, if without the fucking moles incident, I'd be like, Ethan Klein's coming over. Yippee, hooray.
No, I know.
Ooh la la.
But so when I told this story on my show, everyone said, you know what? Even though it was a minor inconvenience to Bobby, we and you love him so much, it's important that you say something because you never know.
Okay. Can I say mine?
Yes.
Okay. So, if I saw a mole, I would say it one time. I'd just look at a guy do, hey, yo, bro, that mole I like it, but cool art, but get it checked out, right? I would let it go at that. That's not what you did, though. During that day, you probably said it 8 to 10 times.
No.
On yourself. Yeah, you kept going, man, you should go get that checked out.
That shows real concern.
Let me just say something. Okay, let me finish.
That's what I
right?
But it wasn't 8.
And okay, what number do you think it is?
Are you talking about when you were there in person?
Yes.
I definitely said it to a few times.
Okay.
And I followed up in text message.
All right, so you did that.
Yeah.
And then I would say it one time. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then literally I got in my car. You literally went, you should really get that checked out. Like it's cancer. Like you said it was cancer.
No.
I can read it right now.
Yeah, you can read it.
Okay.
You can start with the nice message that I sent you first.
I don't want to.
I said, thank you, bro. It was so nice seeing you. You added so much to the show today.
It was fun. Love hanging out. Then you say, all right. So you used to ask me, let me go, right? You go, thank you, bro. It was nice seeing you. You added a lot to the show today, right? And I said, it was fun. Love hanging out. It should have ended there.
Okay.
But it did not.
Okay.
You then say, see a dermatologist.
Yeah.
Then I go, then you
hey,
go.
Bubba! And then what was the next line?
Wait. Then you go, because I want you to live forever.
Yeah.
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 All right.
It wasn't like I wasn't like commanding you.
All right. So
I wasn't.
So that could have been, to me, that's the limit. So I'm like, okay, that could have been right. So I go like a normal human being. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So far, this is an accurate.
It should end there. It should have ended there, right? Okay. But Gilbert, it did not.
There was more.
Yeah. So AB told me he didn't want to scare you, but he thinks it looks cancerous. Okay. Then I go, are you fucking serious? Question mark.
No,
I'm scared. Right? But it didn't end there, right? You sent me this.
I sent you a screenshot of
of what AB said to me.
He said to me, by the way, Ethan, I didn't want to scare Bobby, but that 100% looks cancerous.
Okay, good.
That's what he told me.
So we get the facts out?
But so I'm like, yo, I really want to make sure he's okay.
So now I'm literally, from that moment on until I went to the doctor, it's what was in my thoughts.
But you know what?
Can I just
The
finish?
good news is you're going to live.
All right, I go there. I park. Right, paid valet, and went up there. Waited 30 minutes. I did.
They didn't validate you?
No.
Well.
So anyway, I go, and he goes, "What's the problem?" I go, "I have cancer on my neck."
That's what you
Yeah. I'm dying. I have cancer on my neck.
Okay.
And he goes, "Let me look." And he looks at my neck and he goes, "Yeah, there's. I don't know. What are you even referring to?"
Mm-hmm.
That's an exaggeration.
That's not an exaggeration.
Can I ask you a question at this point?
That's not an exaggeration. You weren't there.
I know, but like, I'm sure he knows what you're referring to because that mole was very
It's a
big.
giant fucking
It was
crazy
huge.
ass looking
Listen,
mole.
that's
It looks
what
like
he
the
said
state
to-
of Texas. Like the shape is nuts.
Insanity. It's pure insanity what you're saying.
It's not.
I go, "The mole." And he goes, "Oh, it's a mole." And I go, "Cancer."
Hmm.
And he goes, "No, it's just a mole." I go, "Are you sure?" He goes, "I'm 90." He goes, "I'm 90.99999."
90 only?
90?
No, I'm 99.9.
Okay, because you said
I'm
90, that's scary.
99.99999. He did 15 or 16 nines.
Yeah.
But he's saying there's a
Percent.
chance.
It's not. He goes, "Thanks for the visit." And I go, "No, remove it." He goes, "Why?"
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Bring it to the labs. Get it checked out."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's not cancer, dude. It's a mole."
Mm-hmm.
I go, "I don't care. I drove all the way over here. You're doing something."
Okay,
So he
that's
removes it,
interesting.
and now it's been itchy as fuck. I lost a friend. You want to see?
I do actually.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Did he had
It's
to
lots of-
do like a little surgery there?
Yeah, he's surgical.
He took a.
But he was
scalpel?
just like, "I don't need to do it. It's just gonna grow. It might grow back." I go,
No.
"Yeah, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do." I'm just saying that.
I want to get a close look at the.
No, you're not even getting
No,
close.
just turn. Yeah. So yeah, you got some redness there.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say, right? It was just I don't know why a friend would make another friend do such inconvenience activities. It was inconvenient. It was a lot of headspace.
Wouldn't have been inconvenient if he was right.
Dude, if I saved your life, how fucking epic would that be?
But that's what you want to be the hero.
Yes.
And this whole thing is about you being a hero.
Yes.
But you're not. You're a coward like I
I
am.
wasn't.
Yeah,
I
you're a
wasn't, but
coward like I
could've
am.
been.
You're a trickster.
But I could
You
have
knew
been.
it wasn't cancer.
No,
Admit that and just apologize.
I genuinely thought you should get it checked out.
Okay.
But so you did a biopsy.
Gilbert, who's in the wrong?
Obviously, Ethan.
Right, but honestly, look at me right now,
Are
Gilbert.
you
Gilbert.
saying that, or do you think?
No, Gilbert.
Look at this.
No, you're looking at him like in a comedy way, dude. And all I'm saying, and I want you to be real, all right? I'm sorry, sweetie. Maybe I'm being a child
Wait,
about
wait,
this,
wait,
right?
wait.
But no, I just want to hear
Here's
my friend.
here's my real point.
Right, and
I
just
think-
be real about it, and maybe you
Here-
could sway me on his side, and then we could just move on
Here's the
and
real-
talk about other things.
Think about any other friends in the industry.
Okay.
He had to go on a limb and say, "This is going to be so embarrassing if I'm wrong, but I'm worried about Bobby."
Yeah.
That could be so. But then,
Bravery.
yes, point to that.
Bravery, Bobby.
But the idea, but I will say, saying all the extra stuff like, "Hey, my friend's doctor, he's went to med school."
I didn't
He's
say
saying
all
it's
that.
100% cancer.
I want to interject.
Just said
I want to
AD said.
interject and say you employed the only strategy that could have worked.
That was why I did it. Because I knew, and you said it yourself when I watched you talking about it earlier. You said,
It's unbelievable.
no, listen to what I'm saying, Bobby.
It's unbelievable what you just did, babe.
No, wait, I was going
You're
to make that point
Judas.
too.
He knows you.
She's a Jewish
He knows
trickster.
you is what it
guys
is.
You don't know him. He's a
No.
fucking mental trickster, man.
You know what, Bobby? You guys aren't
He's
dating
fucking
anymore,
ahead, this
and
guy.
she doesn't owe you anything, and now she can finally speak the truth to you. So it's time to listen.
All right. Cool. All right.
I knew, and you said it yourself, when you left, you said, I forgot about it, and I didn't care about it anymore. You said that. And I knew that would be the case. And I says, that's not enough. This is important. And that's why I did what I did.
Okay. My closing argument is this, okay? Is if you also notice everyone in the room and everyone listening right now, right? Ethan has he's a provocateur. Provocateur.
That's not true.
Right? So he had a show called Frenemies with Pimento. What's her name?
Pimento?
Pimento.
What's her name?
Trisha.
Trisha Pimento. Yeah, Pimento.
Pimento?
Yeah,
Cheese?
Trisha Pimento.
Trisha
Right,
Pimento.
yeah. Right? Fighting, right? I've seen him with Oliver Tree. fighting, and he likes to cause chaos and mischief. You know, he's the chubby Joker. You know what I mean? And that's what he is. He's the chubby Joker.
Chubby Joker.
And what you guys are is buying into the chubby Joker's
Dude,
game
I
plan,
was
right?
not doing it for the show.
I'm
one
the
that
yellow
started it.
Batman.
You're the one that brought this public and said Ethan fucked me over. I was doing this for you.
Okay.
And then once you're like, yo, Ethan is a Jewish piece of shit trickster.
Never said that.
And for the third,
That's
Then I said-
crazy.
then I
I would never say
responded.
that. I love Israel. I would never say
You
that.
literally called me a Jewish trickster like 5 seconds into the show.
I called
which
you a
is
tricky
fine.
Jew. Those are two
Oh,
different
a
things.
tricky
Yeah,
Jew.
Yeah. A Jewish trickster is something else.
That's much worse. Or-
That's with money. You know what I mean? You're a tricky Jew. Go ahead, babe.
now why did I have to eat the scab?
Oh, this is good. This is good.
I grabbed the scab off of my neck, right?
Oh, that's because I said don't pick at it.
Don't pick at it, and it fell off. It was a pretty big scab, and I gave it to you, and I go, eat this. And you go, I will do anything, but what is it? What do I get out of it?
Yeah, that's right.
Right? And I go, nothing. I'm driving you to San Diego. That was yesterday.
Right.
And you go, forget it. And then I put the fucking scab in the little compartment. It's still in my car.
Get it.
Oh, so she didn't ever eat it.
I'll
No.
eat it.
No.
But why did you say he was going to crash the car if he did?
Because he
eat it?
threatens. He likes
I
to play
like it.
these like games on our road trips.
But
where
so
it's
you
like-
but you didn't eat it.
She
I didn't because there
Yeah.
was no like exchange of goods really.
Really?
So can we just move on from this? Just apologize and we can move on.
It's Bobby, I
just say I'm
you know
sorry for
what?
the trick, and then
It
was
wasn't
ha,
a
ha, ha,
trick.
that was
It
good.
wasn't a trick, but I do apologize.
Okay, good.
That it turned into a whole thing.
I just love how he's like so sincere, and he's really just. I love it. You're really good at what you do, man.
I don't-
You really are. You're
I don't
really
even
good
know
at what
what
you
you're
do,
talking about.
and you're a professional, dude. And it's like,
No, I'm sorry.
I respect you.
I'm sorry that I scared you and it turned out to be nothing.
Okay, all right.
But like, I'll be honest with you. My mom, she's the type of person that will not go to the doctor ever, and she almost died because of this.
Wait, what did she
has-
have?
She had like heart failure, and she was sitting in the house, and anyway, she almost died. She has a pacemaker now and stuff. But that didn't just happen once. It happened a bunch of times. So maybe that has something to do with it. That I'm like have someone close to me, like my mom, who will like nearly die before she. I mean, literally, an ambulance came to the house as she was dying of heart failure, and she was still saying, "No, don't take me to the hospital. I'll just rough it out." And they actually they said, "Okay, fine, but you have to sign this form saying if you die, it's not our fault."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Okay, I'll go."
Was
So-
that in L.A. or in Israel?
That was in Las Vegas.
She lives in Las Vegas.
They did. They don't anymore. They live here.
Oh, good. They live here now.
Mhm.
Is she okay now?
Yeah, she's great now. She has a pacemaker, so it helps her heart stay good. But I care about you, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay. It just looked like a fucking crazy ass mole, dude. But you're of dodging a question. You got it. You got the results. Was it negative? Not anymore.
We don't know.
You don't know yet.
We don't know yet. It's still coming back from the labs.
So maybe we should wait for the results before you get mad at me.
All right. You know what? I'm not gonna let this. You know what? I know what you're doing right now, dude, and I'm not gonna let it enter my brain because
No, but
for
they
literally
already
because
cut
you
it
have to know
off.
how neurotic I am.
If it's cancerous, they already cut it off.
I'm the type of guy, bro. I walk around if my knee
I could find it out right now actually.
if my knee
can
hurts,
find the
right?
results.
Oh my god, I got scoliosis of the knee. You know what I mean? Or if like I have a headache, I have a tumor.
But
I
you
mean, I'm
already
like one of
cut
those
it out. You already cut it off.
I'm just saying, I'm a neurotic kind of a guy, and I obsess about stuff like that because I don't want to die.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's my biggest. Today I couldn't sleep. Take a nap today. I was, I had a lucid nap. You know what I mean? Where it was like, what's lucid mean?
Lucid means you're aware that you're dreaming.
Yeah.
or
So
sleep.
yeah, and I was like, it was just all about death, and I couldn't sleep. Like, it was just like I always ask myself, what do you see? Nothingness, right?
you die.
Just no awareness. I mean, it's just like, that fear. I don't know why because once it happens, who gives a shit? I won't even know. But it's like I don't know why I worry about it.
Okay, here I got the results.
What is it?
Mega
Hi,
cancer.
Mr. Lee. I hope all is well. Good news. The biopsy showed a benign keratosis as
That's great.
expected.
That's great.
No further treatment necessary. Please see the biopsy report.
I would. I mean,
below for your
when
records.
it's something that's serious, though, you may want to get a second opinion.